everybody? Welcome back to another episode of LKD Talks. My name is Emmanuel LKD, and this is the podcast where we just unplug and be real for a sec. I'm going to be telling y'all about my weekly week. I'm sorry, I don't know how to put it. I don't really have a script for this. I'm just kind of going off the top. But I do have some notes, though, to keep me on track with what I want to say and what's been going on this past week. So I am very grateful that I've met the people at Next Wave Studios. Shout out to Eli, shout out to Sal, shout out to Ankar, shout out to Himith, shout out all those guys. Amazing dudes. This week, me and Eli, so Eli is the main guy who owns Next Wave Studios. We both did a photo shoot for my upcoming song Spirit Calling. It's probably out by now, maybe not. I don't know when I'm gonna release this episode, to be honest. But Spirit Calling out now. If this episode is released by then, Spirit Calling is out now. If not, Spirit Calling coming soon. Oh man. Anyway, but yeah, we did some photo shoots for that. The first one sucked, not gonna lie. We were just kind of getting rust off of our gears. We were really rusty. We were like, what's going on? What the heck is happening? How come why are our photos not popping, you know? Then the next day we did another photo shoot, we were playing around. It was all about playing around. And then after playing around, we got a look that we just knew popped. We're like, okay, this is it. And we never could have gotten there if we gave up, right? If we gave up, then we would have never gotten to those looks and shots that we wanted. And they came out so clean. They're up on Instagram right now. You can check them out. And it just makes me think about how gifted we really are, not to say that lightly or to say that arrogantly, but we really are gifted. And something that I've been wanting to talk about how that correlates into what this episode is about, as you see the title, is imposter syndrome. No matter how gifted I might think I am, a little bit of that imposter syndrome just sprinkles into my brain sometimes. And before I get going on about what imposter syndrome is, I actually have a definition pulled up in my notes about what it is so that I'm not just spewing any fake news definitions or not 100% accurate definitions of what it is. So here's what it is on Google. Imposter syndrome can be defined as a collection of feelings of inadequacy that persists despite evident success. Imposters, quote unquote, suffer from chronic self-doubt and a sense of intellectual fraudulence that override any feelings of success or external proof of their competence. Now, not gonna lie, I was really struggling to put this podcast out there because I didn't know who would listen. I was thinking to myself, who am I? Who am I to make a podcast to inspire people or to share my thoughts or experiences? I thought I was inadequate, as the definition says. I was struggling with that. And I didn't feel like I had all the right experiences to share anything at all. Because I'm 22 years old, dropped out of college. No. Whoa, graduated college. I got my diploma right there. Here, I'll show it as proof on the video. Yo, shout out Bethany Lutheran College, yo. Graduated. I didn't drop out, but I'm getting off topic. But yeah, I'm 22 years old. What experience do I have to share with people, right? I'm not gonna lie. I look at 30-year-olds, 30-year-old men, and I see them as the pinnacle of the pinnacle age of male, if that makes sense. It's probably because I watched a lot of self-development and self-help videos, and most of those guys are in their 30s. So that's probably why I see them as more adequate than I am. Because I'm just a 22-year-old, you know, who just graduated college. I don't have any experiences as much as they do. So who am I to get up on a podcast and share my experiences, you know? So that's what I was fighting. You know, and a part of me is still fighting that too. But then I realized, looking back at uh my past podcast project, the Blindfold Off podcast, you know, I did that with my friend Ernie. We had so much fun just talking with other people, opening up the conversation about new views, topics, and discussions. And that was a lot of fun. And indirectly, it helped a lot of people actually. Because I remember we would get messages from others about how it's actually helped them. This one person binged all of our episodes. I was like, wow, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. I was blown away by that. I was I was grateful. I was excuse me. You know, it made me really look at what I have, you know, what experiences I do have. Even though I don't have the experiences of a 30-year-old, I still have my own experiences and I can still relate to other people too, you know? It's kind of the same message I gave back in my first episode. I don't want to reiterate what I said again. You can go check out the first episode for that, but basically just to kind of uh short summary version it. I know I said I wasn't going to reiterate it, but here I am doing that. There are some experiences that I have that can be on the same level of other people as well. Although it's not the same experience, it can be the same type of level, same type of emotions, same type of pain, same type of joy. And I had to remind myself to make this podcast. Why am I making this? I just want to share my experiences. I want to create a video outlet. You know, I have songs. I have funny TikToks and reels just to make people laugh. I like making people laugh. It's fun. It's a good vibe. But I wanted to create a video outlet as well, where it's just me and the camera, just talking, or me and you is talking now, or it's one sided. But anyway, you get the point. Yeah, so I'm really learning and appreciating my gifts even more because I have gifts. If I have a light, you know, not to speak arrogantly, but if I do have a light, I'm not gonna put it on a hill or I'm not gonna put it under a cup. Dang it, I need to move my computer so it doesn't freeze up on me, or not freeze up on me, so it doesn't turn off on me. Sorry about that. But if I have talents, I'm not gonna hide them. I'm not gonna bury them in the ground. I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna multiply them. I'm gonna use whatever resources I can to multiply them and to share them with everyone else. And to, because there's this quote that a friend told me that he told me to be a river, not a reservoir. So that means with any gifts and talents that I have, I shouldn't just hold them up for myself. I should spread them out, you know, share them with others so that they can get inspiration and they can get experience and they can learn from my mistakes as well. That's what I'm doing this for. I want to share my gifts because, as I mentioned before, in my last podcast, I was so cooped up in my room, separated from my family, not really living life. And now I'm just discovering right now, I'm just thinking about this right now. If I share my gifts and abilities and experiences and lessons with other people, then I'm living life. I'm living life the way it's supposed to. I can't do life alone. That's lonely. I have to or not have to, I want to, I get to uh, have the option to share life with other people. Oh, wow. Wow. Yo, that was the Holy Spirit. That did not come from just my brain, bro. That was the Holy Spirit giving me the revelation, man. Yo, yo, God, thank you for that. Yeesh. Ooh. Ooh, man. And something for me to get over my imposter syndrome uh that I fight frequently or time to time is to think about past accomplishments I've made. And I was listening to this other podcast. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's called Psychology in Your 20s. Shout out to her. And she said that in order to get over this hump of imposter syndrome, you got to remind yourself of your past accomplishments. And then I remember something very notable that she said is that remember that there are people who look up to you as much as you look up to other people. And that hit me. That hit me. Because just going back to what I talked about with the Blindfold Off podcast, I had no idea that people really loved it like that. People really listened to it like that and were inspired from it, and it changed their lives. And, even if it's just one or five people, that's five people. That's five souls. Wow. I'm just thinking. I'm just marinating in that. Hmm. Wow. And where was I going with that? Oh yeah, where I was going with that is that, I have made accomplishments, and not just that, but with my Legend music video, wow, like that was an idea that was in my head and now it's out there. It was nothing and then it became something. I should take pride in that. It's okay to take pride in what you've accomplished. It's okay. It's okay. There's this John Bellion lyric that goes, "For me to fake humble is a corny way to be arrogant." Of course, you can still be humble when it comes to your success, but if you're gonna fake it, if you're gonna be like, "Oh nah, man, I didn't do that. Nah, man, nah, that's corny, bro." And there's a lot of ways you could take that line. That's how I see it. It's kind of like brushing off people's compliments and be like, "Ah, nah, man, it's nothing." Nah, bro, that's something. You created that. Shout out to Kevin Padron. I was on a live with him recently. Not recently, more like a month ago, but uh, he loves that quote because he says that artists should really just take pride in their creations. It's okay to take pride, but don't let that pride blind you at the same time. Don't let that pride become your idol. Don't let that pride become your god because you can still learn stuff. I'm still learning stuff. I'm 22 years old, I'm still learning a whole lot of other stuff. Even though I graduated with a media arts degree, I'm still learning. Uh, I have to refresh myself on what ISO, aperture, and shutter speed mean for a camera. Uh, so I can't be thinking like I'm Homelander. I can't be thinking like I'm stronger. No, how does that one guy on TikTok do it? He's like, I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better. Ah! No, I don't want to shout too loud. I don't want to destroy y'all ears. But yeah, anyway, it's okay to think like that from here and there, right? It's okay to take pride in your accomplishments, but don't let your pride blind you at the same time. And you can still use pride to how do I say this? To help you max out your potential as well. Because my brother, Ephraim, he told my Esther, I mean, he told my sister Esther, uh, some advice because they both played basketball. And oh, lo behold, speaking of basketball, Esther's starting basketball this season. As of this week, as I'm recording, she started her basketball season, or practice started. I don't know when the season starts, but practice started anyway. But anyway, what my brother said, I have a note of it here just in case I forgot. He told her that you have to think that you're the best one on the court. You have to think that you're the best player, the best athlete. So with that mindset, you can play to your maximum potential. You can, and I think in a way too, it indirectly rubs off on other people who are on your team, because they see you playing at your max potential, then it makes them want to play at their max potential, and then you see them wanting to be better than you, so you got to be better than them. And it's just like, it's that flowing into a river, not a reservoir analogy. It's that same thing, exact same thing again. So yeah, imposter syndrome, man. Forget you. I am capable. I am capable. I'm capable. If you have imposter syndrome, or if you struggle with imposter syndrome, this is just my experience, and what has helped me. If it helps you, that's great. I'm sure there are a lot of other practices that I could be talking about, but these are the ones that help me a lot. Remind myself of my accomplishments, take pride in my accomplishments, but at the same time, don't be so prideful that you blind yourself, that you just neglect other people's advice. Because, like, there's always someone who knows more than you. There's always someone who's better than you. Like I said, you can't be Homelander. Don't have that Homelander mindset. Have the. I'm trying to think, who's a good fictional character? Goku. Have that Goku mindset. You can always be better. You can always rise to the top. When Goku reached Super Saiyan, there's Super Saiyan 2, then there's Super Saiyan 3, then there's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct. There's always a new level. So yeah, guys, that's hope you guys enjoy this podcast. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought about my experiences and what I had to say about imposter syndrome. I hope this helps you if you struggle with imposter syndrome. So yeah, don't forget, remind yourself of your accomplishments, take pride, but don't forget to learn something new every day, because someone always knows something more than you. Hope y'all stay blessed, take care, peace out.